you work for a business, if like I work in, well, let's use Robert Gugger as our finance director. He lives in Evansville. However, he pays City of Henderson payroll tax.
Because he works here, but he
Right.
lived in the city of Henderson, but worked with it.
No.
Okay.
Dawn,
That was my biggest rub.
we need to start, so if y'all would walk out in the hall for there just for a second, and I'm sorry, we gotta start our meeting.
And do you want to come out?
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Board of Commissioners video teleconference meeting for the City of Henderson, Tuesday, October 13th, 2020. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Royster,
Here.
Commissioner Staton,
Here.
Alex,
Here.
Commissioner Bug,
Here.
Mayor Austin.
Here. First thing on our agenda is the Kentucky League of Cities has a very widespread and training program for all kind of city employees and city staff, and a lot of us take advantage of that training. And Mr. Howard Rosewell is here today to pass out some certificates for some of the participants in this. And they will include Donna Stinnett, City Manager Buzzy Newman, Commissioner Staton, and myself. So how we want to do this? Howard, you want to do them one at a time, or we'll get?
I'm gonna read a little thing here,
Okay.
and then I'll present them.
All right.
Good afternoon. As the mayor said, I'm Howard Rosewell. I'm here on behalf of the Kentucky League of Cities. I bring greetings from our new president, Troy Rudder of the City of London, and our executive director, J.D. Cheney. And I've been privileged to work with Mayor Austin and the staff here on your insurance here for the past few months. And we just want to take this opportunity to thank you for trusting KLC with your insurance. And it's that insurance program that gives us the resources to do some of the other things that we do, such as this training and education. And the City Officials Training Center was designed to provide fundamental and advanced skills for our city officials to govern more effectively. And either in person or virtually, we enlist trained professionals and field experts to provide this training. This year, 86 city professionals received the Level 1 Achievement in City Governance, and that requires 30 hours of training. And the officials in Henderson that achieved that award are Donna Stinnett, Buzzy Newman, and Commissioner Brad Staton.
Okay. So Buzzy, would you and Donna come up and receive your awards? We need
I guess in the commissioner is virtual, right?
I'll Commissioner Staton is on virtual, and we will pass that along to him.
Okay.
Congratulations, Brad.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
And that one's yours.
Thank you, sir.
And Donna Stinnett.
You can turn and look at Sam.
Let me get from.
Oh, we want you in there.
Oh, get right in there.
There we go.
Thanks, Sam.
Okay.
Thank you, Howard.
Thank you. And then now we're getting up into the rarefied air because these folks had 30 hours of training. We have a second level that's 60 hours, and then we have 27 city officials that completed Level 3 Master of City Governance, which requires 90 hours of training. And one of those 27 is your own mayor, Steve Austin.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Thank you. Longevity has something to do with that, you know. And, but I do appreciate it. I appreciate the training opportunity, and thank you very much for being here. And I want you to have a safe trip back.
Thank you. And one thing I want to do is also thank the board and the staff and the citizens of Henderson, because your time and everybody's time in doing this training is valuable, and it's a resource that they've provided. for that to happen. So thanks to all the citizens.
Thank you.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Thank
Thanks a lot
you.
for being here. Okay, next on our agenda is we have a very special service award pin for Larry Daniels. Larry, if you could come up front here with me.
Larry Daniels was employed in the gas department on October 9th, 2000 as a crew worker. He was promoted to crew worker senior on July 17th, 2003, and laterally transferred to gas distribution technician on April 12th, 2004. His supervisors indicate that Larry is proud to be a member of Henderson Municipal Gas and is extremely focused and safety-minded. He takes his pipeline locating duties with great care and tries to be helpful to all. We are happy to have you with us tonight to thank you for your hard work and dedication to the city with the presentation of this 20-year service pin.
Thank you.
Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate your work.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Do you have anything you want to say?
We all work really well together in our department, and that's one reason for the success that we have. We're not a large department, so when all of us working together, it really helps things flow better.
Thank you for your contribution.
Thank you.
Okay, next, we have a presentation, an update on the vision plan. And we have two members of the vision plan committee here today, Missy Vanderpool, who is the chairman, and Lindsay LaCosta, who is a member. And so, yeah, get right there, we'll be fine. Welcome, we're glad you're here.
Thank you. Thanks for allowing us to be here. We were here not that long ago, and we presented a couple of projects that we were working on, the vision plan and the vision committee and DHP. Those were lighting projects. And so Lindsay's going to give us an update on those projects, and then I'll come back and talk about some future.
Okay.
Yes, thank you again for letting us be here. And just, I wanted to touch on these projects really quick. And again, we were so excited to see these projects be voted on by the community in multiple different areas, from some of the youth to some of our senior citizens in the community that wanted to see more beautification projects where we could, you know, take these alleyways and beautify them. And we found these opportunities next to Rookies, which has been installed. If you're on social media, I'm sure you've seen a lot of the pictures that families and friends have been taking in front of the light project there. So that is up and running, and I will be set to a timer as well, but will be great for the holidays especially. So we're really excited to see that implemented and going. And then just the following week, last week, we had the tree lit up in Audubon Mill Park. So there have been a lot of requests for either some sort of light to bring awareness to different sorts of causes. And we thought to time with the Henderson brand, which is also through the vision, Discover Your Nature, we thought we would do something really original and light up the beautiful tree in Audubon Mill Park. So right now that tree is lit up pink for breast cancer awareness. This week they will also switch to purple for domestic violence awareness. And each month it will change to a different awareness just to bring awareness to these different causes throughout the year. We were also hoping to, 1 month change it maybe maroon for, to support our high school seniors, red, white, and blue. So those things will be happening throughout the year. We're really excited and really appreciative that we were able to get those projects going, and hopefully everyone will enjoy them.
Yeah. I've seen both of those. They both look spectacular, and I think once we have people understanding what the tree, and there was a name for the tree.
Yes, Abby Dixon from the Tourist Commission, we were going around trying to think of names. She thought of a great idea, which I thought was really fitting, the compassion tree.
Yeah, compassion
tree.
So
each month we will release a photo and kind of talk about what color will be lighting the tree up and about that awareness and just different facts about that specific cause.
Great.
And so we'll make that known on our social media and then share that also with the city, the county, and the other partners in the Vision Committee to get that across the community as much as we can.
And I think that, the more people understand that and recognize that, the more it will mean to people, so.
Right.
Thank you for that, those projects, we appreciate it.
And one other, that I'm really excited about, that we have our new Christmas decorations delivered.
Mhm.
So, we're very grateful to be working with the city on getting those up, and those will be, in place hopefully middle of November down Second Street. So that will definitely be something new and exciting for all of us to enjoy downtown and for everyone that comes downtown this holiday season.
Good, and I think some of our merchants participated in that.
The Decks of Downtown, which will be happening again, and we are out, this year, we're actually, spreading that out to our residents downtown. So, a fun competition.
Yeah,
So yes, we'll be doing that again this year, and very excited about that.
Good.
Something that can be done and still maintain social distancing and following CDC guidelines.
and I think we are going to move the snowflake,
Right, well,
lights.
what was great is that we're still going to utilize the snowflakes. I think there's been discussion about bringing those into Central Park and just making that even, bigger and brighter this year. So we're still definitely utilizing the snowflakes. They're not going anywhere.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you. Missy,
Yeah, so, back to me, we met last month, the Vision Committee, and had a couple of discussions and recommendations from that committee. One of the topics that we discussed that has been was part of the vision plan from 2015 as an identified project. And also, when we drilled into the downtown master plan, it was again identified as something our community wanted and needed, and that was a municipal boat dock. So we've been doing some research, and I know Donna Sennett has worked with this company, HDR Incorporated, and they are a group that does project management and feasibility type study, engineering study, to do a market analysis and a pricing and break-even analysis and tourism economic impact analysis to see if our community will support and the type of dock, and you got, correct me if I'm wrong, that our community would support and how that will impact our community. And they do a preliminary engineering report, and that consists of project planning, the need for the project, selection of the project and drawings. And one of the other things that they really also do is they've been vital in other communities getting these because they have the ability to write the grants or help write the grants, and you have to have this type of study done in most cases to be able to receive those type of grants.
Mhm.
And some of these grants, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, they're kind of steps. You get one step, and then if you get in there, then maybe you can approve for the next level as well. So the Vision Committee voted to move forward, if it pleases the City Commission, to move forward with that study.
okay.
If you have any questions about that study, I'll try to answer them if I know them.
Any questions for Missy on the boat dock? It's something that's been discussed in our community, I guess, for 25 years, and now Paducah has one, and Owensboro has one, and they've been very successful, and maybe this study will show that it's a...
That our community can support one,
Yeah.
and the value of it, I think, really is immeasurable, the value that it will have for, it will allow a boater to tie up and walk up the hill and visit our wonderful restaurants and our downtown merchants and enjoy our community, and hopefully that'll make them want to come back again to visit. So I think it'll have a great impact on our tourism, economic drivers, and so we're excited about the study.
Okay.
And the other thing that we discussed was the TIF district, mirroring I know there's been discussion of the TIF district, and we discussed that there was a motion actually made at the Vision that the TIF district mirror the downtown master plan area that was identified, which is the gateway, the CBD, and then goes on along up Merritt Drive, and that we define it as for redevelopment.
Okay.
I think that's an update on our downtown master plan. We are, or on the Vision Committee, sorry. We are already talking about our 2-year progress report. We'll go ahead and give you that little
that normally we do that every 2 years, and that would be due spring of 2021. We know that it's gonna look different this year, so today Donna Stennett and I were able to present to the Lions Club, about the vision, and that went over really well. It was very received, and, you know, our update may look something like that, and, you know, it might be different types of presentations like that if we can't get everybody in the same room like we normally do.
Okay, good, that's good. Any questions for Missy or Lindsay? Patty or Brad, any questions for Missy
No,
or Lindsay?
nope, thanks for everything they're doing, though.
Okay, it's
I'll just
exciting.
commend you all. I know the vision plan has been instrumental in helping us decide, you know, what to do next. And I think that'll continue on into the future.
Yeah.
So thank you for your work on it.
Okay, thank you all, appreciate it. Thanks for your continued contributions to the betterment of our community. Really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thanks.
Okay, next on our agenda is a consent agenda, and we have 3 items on there: a work session minutes, a resolution accepting a grant from the Delta Authority for the water treatment facility, and a municipal order awarding bids for purchase of some fire department equipment.
We have the minutes of the July 28th, 2020 called work session. We have Resolution 47-20, resolution accepting grants and authorizing mayor to execute documents and act as authorized correspondence for the project to be used for the replacement of clear well and 800,000-gallon steel tank at the South Water Treatment Plant. And Municipal Order 34-20, municipal order awarding bid for purchase of SCBA equipment to Fire Department Services and Supply Company of Louisville, Kentucky.
Is there any item, any commissioner would like to take off of the consent agenda for further discussion or review? Being none, is there a motion to approve, please?
So moved.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion or, no, we don't need discussion comment on that, on the consent agenda. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Royster?
Aye.
Commissioner Staton?
Aye.
Commissioner Bowles?
Aye.
Commissioner Bug?
Aye.
Mayor Austin?
Aye. Next, we have a second reading of an ordinance amending the water and sewer service as it has to do with theft of service.
Ordinance number 20-20, ordinance amending Chapter 23 Utilities. Ordinance amending Article 2 Water and Sewer Service of Chapter 23 Utilities, Section 23-23 Establishment of Other Rates, Fees, and Charges of the Code of Ordinances of the City of Henderson.
Is there a motion to approve second reading?
So moved.
Is there a second, please?
Second.
Motion and a second. Questions or discussion? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Royster?
Aye.
Commissioner Staton?
Aye.
Commissioner Bowles?
Aye.
Commissioner Bug?
Aye.
Mayor Austin?
Aye. Next, we have a second reading of an ordinance closing a portion of public right-of-way on an unimproved section of Lincoln Avenue.
Excuse me. Ordinance number 21-20, ordinance closing portion of public right-of-way. An ordinance closing portion of public right-of-way, which is an unimproved portion of Lincoln Avenue, approximately 6,513 square feet, located between Highway 2084 and Highway 351 of the City of Henderson.
Is there a motion to approve second reading?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Royster?
Aye.
Commissioner Staton?
Aye.
Commissioner Bowles?
Aye.
Commissioner Bug?
Aye.
Mayor Austin?
This next item has been sent to the Planning Commission. They have approved and sent it back, so we're ready for a first reading of an ordinance amending the manufactured homes and electronic signage that we discussed recently.
Ordinance number 23-20, ordinance amending Appendix A zoning. An ordinance amending Appendix A zoning, Article 2, Section 2.01 definitions, Article 5 Board of Adjustment, Section 5.01 powers and duties, Article 13 R3 medium to high density residential district, section 13.02 permitted uses, and section 13.03 conditional uses. Article 31 Audubon residential district purposes, section 31.03 permitted uses and conditional uses. And Article 33 Gateway Zone District, Section 33.14 signage of the Code of Ordinances of the City of Henderson.
Is there a motion to approve, please?
So moved.
There's a motion, is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. And, are there any questions or comments? Good, we went through this at our last meeting with the presentation. I think it's, everyone understands it well, but if there's any questions, this is a good time.
So we're voting on all of these together, is that right?
It's that, manufactured homes and electronic signs.
Okay.
Changes in those two, yeah.
So it's a change in the gateway zone, it's for the allowance of the electronic signs to a monument sign, and then it's to allow manufacturing homes in our Audubon residential area, and as well as in our R3, but they are all now conditional use, where before it was allowable in R3, now it will be a conditional use to the judgment.
Okay.
Gotcha. The only reason I'm asking is I'm in favor of one and not the other, so I didn't know if we had to vote on them together or not. But if we are, that's fine.
It's presented together, so we can, if you all want us to go back, we could go back and separate these, or you all could do a motion to amend the ordinance, but.
I honestly, I don't think that's necessary, Dawn. I think everybody but me is probably going to be in favor of both, so it's okay.
Okay. Thank you, Brad. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Royster?
Aye.
Commissioner Staton?
No.
Commissioner Vowles?
Aye.
Commissioner Bug?
Aye.
Mayor Austin?
Next, we have a first reading of an ordinance amending the natural gas system, very similar to the water utilities, and it has to do with theft of service.
Ordinance number 24-20, ordinance amending Chapter 23 Utilities. Ordinance amending Article 3 Gas Services of Chapter 23 Utilities by adding Section 23-57, Theft of Service and Tampering, Payment and Restoration of Service of the Code of Ordinances of the City of Henderson.
Is there a motion to approve, please?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion and a second. Any questions or comments? This has to do with a lot of it has to do with the installment of the new electronic meters.
These are similar to what we just did for HW.
Yeah. Okay, roll call, please.
Commissioner Royster?
Aye.
Commissioner Staton?
Aye.
Commissioner Vowles?
Aye.
Commissioner Bug?
Aye.
Mayor Austin?
Next, we have a report on the annexation of Bent Creek subdivision and Bent Creek Estates subdivision, and it has to do with sending those to the Planning Commission for approval, and Dawn is going to give a summary on that.
Yes, as you all know, we're in the process of annexing the sports park, and that will bring us contiguous and adjacent to Bent Creek and Bent Creek Estates. We have consent for those subdivisions from were originally developed, and then the later development after the back nine closed. And those were through the water and sewer, because we provided water and sewer services out there. And as we do with all properties that we provide that to, we require consent for annexation. And so we have those were filed with the courthouse. They've been filed for many years with the courthouse. In order to go forward with the annexation, the planning commission must have a public hearing where all of the affected properties are noticed, that where they will assign a zoning category for them to come into the city, and we'll adopt that with our annexation. So we need a motion from you all to send that for public hearing to the planning commission at their next meeting.
Okay. Is there a motion to proceed with sending to the planning commission?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any questions or comments for Dawn?
Yes, I do have a question. I had somebody meet with me and it may not be the time to ask. Can I ask the question now or should I do that later?
You can ask it right now and we'll try to deal with it right
Okay.
now.
Okay. Evidently the back nine, you know, there are some homeowners over on the back nine that didn't sign the subdivision HOA, and they're saying that some are going to be annexed and some are not. Is that correct?
There are one or two properties that may be part of Bent Creek that were there before that, and they will not be included. They were in the original restricted covenant. I can get you, we already have the maps and the descriptions already prepared, because we had to have those prepared to send to planning commission. So if that person would like to go and look at the map and the descriptions, and that includes all the concepts and which concepts apply to each property, they can do that, Patty.
There are a
because
couple,
Maria-
you said there are a couple,
Maria-
are there,
What?
there are two, are there two?
Patty, I don't have my notebook in front of me,
Okay.
so.
Okay.
But they
had that
can,
question.
they'll receive notice from the planning commission, but the maps are already prepared, and Maria will be sending those over to the planning commission, with this
Okay.
motion upon it, so.
Okay. All right.
Just as a curiosity, did we provide sewer and water to those two when we were doing the other? Tom, do you?
I'm not sure. I think there's maybe only one,
Okay,
but I think we did.
okay, okay, but they didn't,
It's an odd situation.
okay, all right, okay.
Thank
Other
you.
questions? All right, we have a motion and a second to send this to the planning commission. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Royster, Commissioner Staton,
Aye.
Commissioner Vowles,
Aye.
Commissioner Bug,
Aye.
Mayor Rossman.
That concludes the agenda for our meeting, and we have a need to go into executive session. Is there a motion, please?
I move that the commission go into executive session pursuant to KRS 61.810, paragraph 1. Paragraph 5, subsection C, for the purpose of discussion of litigation involving HMP&L Henderson Fire and Light.
Is there a second, please?
Second.
There's a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Royster,
Aye.
Commissioner Staton,
Aye.
Commissioner Vowles,
Aye.
Commissioner Bug,
Aye.
Mayor Rossman.
Aye. We are in executive session.
And we will not be coming back with any action.
No, we will not be coming back with any action. We're going to have we're going to have a 5 or 10 minute discussion among just the board, and then we will have some visitors come in to speak to the board.
Until the mayor says so, that he can come. Thank you.
That's the first one.
Mayor, we're waiting on Mr. Hopper to reconnect. He's been in and out.
We don't want him yet.
He's got to be on hold before we go into the executive session so he can be here when he's ready.
Is Robert Gunner on?
Yeah, he
Yes.
was.
You want him to be on hold as well?
No, I want him to.
Want him to stay? Don Kelsey's, Brad Staten, Donna, are you packing yours up?
I'm going back to my office.
Okay. And we're just waiting on Mr. Hopper to come back and we'll be ready.
Well, they will, they'll.
And when he comes back, he won't be listening, correct?
Correct, when he's on hold, he'll have no video, no audio, but I have to have him before we lock the meeting.
Gotcha.
I did send him a message through Zoom. Not sure if he's read it or not.
I got his.
You ready, Dawn?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's go.
And we don't have Hopper back yet.
Dawn, have you got Joel Hopper's in your phone?
Yes.
Call him right quick and tell him he needs